que cajalo, you are the baddest. Number one girl, you want to impress my girl. You are the baddest. Who, by the way, yes, moon. My girl, best one pass up a bow. Passion man, the best one kick up a show. Who when you step out, them cannot test you. Designer outfit your own money too. Hey,
so when the trini girl them,
pale. Mate.
So double tap, girl. Open the whole lady Instagram up and tap on that girl. Tap on that girl.
G6 production.
Hold on, amigos. You matter what? Mission boy. Alright. So when the trini girl them, and when the Bajan girl them, so when the Martinique.
And of course, got us a good morning solution. Good morning once again. Welcome Stephanie to the set. Good morning to you, Stephanie. How you doing?
Asylum, good morning.
Happy Monday to you.
Thank you.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was it was okay. I stayed home all weekend.
You're home all weekend.
Yes.
Not a bad thing. How are the kids doing?
They're okay.
You have to think about that.
I stayed home all weekend because the last one was sick.
Oh, the baby was sick. Is he feeling better now?
It's getting better, much better.
All right, that's good. And of course, we want to say good morning to the folks tuned in via GVD TV channel 115 Hits FM. It's that time of the day. It's 11:05. No, it's 11 o'clock. My clock immediately in front of me is 5 minutes fast.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's 11 o'clock. And it's time for man versus woman.
Woman versus man.
Man versus woman. I don't know why you guys decide to
man.
continue to fight this. It's man versus woman.
And we'll fight it every day.
Just accept the fact, huh?
No, you have to accept the fact.
I have to accept the fact? No.
The only reason why on the thing saying man versus woman, because you made it. You typed it.
No, I didn't put it that way.
Yes, you did.
But that's the way it's supposed to be.
No,
man versus woman. Let me ask you, what would happen? Right, and I think I asked this a few weeks ago. If women were in charge, completely in charge. Hold on, don't think about it. I want you to think about it. Number here is 458-2488 if you want to contribute, or 721-3303. What do you think would happen if women were totally in charge of everything, in charge of industries, in charge of countries, in charge of everything? What would happen? No men. We're not there.
Men.
Yeah, we're not there. We're not there to dig no shovel, to dig no holes. We're not there to plant no trees, to climb no coconut trees and pick coconuts. Nothing. Women.
A lot of women nowadays could dig holes, cut down trees.
I'm not saying that y'all can't do it. I'm not saying that women cannot do it. There's not women out there who can do it. What I'm asking is, if it was up to you guys alone to do it, would you get it done?
The world will be more organized.
It will be more organized?
Yes.
Tell me, what do you mean more organized? In what ways?
Well, everything will... Well, women like to do stuff in a set way. Women like to plan like men.
True.
But
do you think you guys can actually handle it though? Like completely run the world?
Not completely,
run the world without us?
Not completely, but we'll be able to manage.
On what percentage? On 50%, 60, 100, 90?
I said 50.
50%.
Yes,
So you just admitted that you need us as much as we need you. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's our question, right?
Still, yes.
So why is it that...
But
still. Okay, let me hear the but still.
But still, woman versus man.
But still what? But still what? Go ahead.
Men are better.
At what? I want you... Turn to the camera. I want them to see your face. Because when you say that and walk downtown, I want everybody to know who you are. Yes. Women are better at what?
Everything.
I don't agree with you totally. I mean, whilst women are more, I mean, to me, women are, as you say, organized. I mean, women, when a guy would take a shirt and just roughly fold it and say, oh yeah, that's folded. Some women, not all, will take their time to make sure it's folded properly.
Neatly.
I mean, there's a lot of women out there who can be very sloppy, who are very sloppy. And same said, a lot of women that are very neat and organized.
Yes.
Like my mother, for instance, she used to have a habit, and we used to have to bring her to check on it, where when a stranger comes into our house, she'll practically walk around behind you with a broom and just cleaning up. She just always, as soon as she's done with something, she cleans it, puts it away. Very organized. Very organized.
That's good.
And sometimes we used to, you just can't let us finish eating and then you will do the dishes. As you bring the dishes in the kitchen, it's like wash it, put it away, which is fine. I mean, it's good to have that attitude, but sometimes it can get a little overwhelming.
Yes, so true.
So, I mean, I do believe that there's a lot of men out there, and when men decide to be neat freaks, they are neat freaks. Whenever you find men who are tidy, these guys are very, very tidy. It's almost too tidy to believe.
I know.
The number
I've
is
come across a few men that are tidy.
That are tidy.
Yes, very
tidy.
Fresh.
I can be very, very organized, especially when I have to take care of myself. You see, if I know there's someone there to share the duties, I will slack off big time. Honestly, big time.
You're being selfish.
I would slack off big time. But if I have to do it for myself, it's always done neat. It's always, everything's always in place, that kind of thing. So,
because there's nobody to do it for you.
Right. And that part of me where my mom has always been very neat, always, kicks in when I have to take care of myself.
That's good.
But any other questions? I mean, man versus woman. What do you have? What question do you think of over a weekend that you want to know about men?
Okay, what normally goes through your head when maybe your spouse nags?
Nags.
Yeah.
Oof. Everything. Everything goes through my head. Why are you so evil? Why do you have to be so? Why do you have to do that? Why all the time? Every time we're good, you have to always bring something up. Which women do that? Whether or not it's done intentional, I don't know. Sometimes we can't help but think that maybe you just don't like to see peace in the house. I find that when women quarrel and when they nag is usually when the house is at peace. It's true. When there's nothing going on, they find something to start some action with. Yeah. Whenever you're busy and there's things going on, women never really nags. It's always when the house too quiet. On a Sunday when the kids go to church and you're home relaxing, that's when she decides, you know what, let me just strip this house. Meanwhile, she was home all day yesterday. Relaxing. Mm-hmm. Now it's your turn to relax. She wants to strip the house and clean and change the curtains and everything else.
And why you put this there and that
there and change things around.
Why didn't you do this and do that?
And on that note, maybe I should shoot a question that I've always needed an answer for. I've never gotten an answer for this one. Why do women always have to change the house around? Every time a man turns his back and come home, it's like you have to wait a minute. Am I in the right house? I thought the TV was over there. I thought the fridge was there. Makes you feel good?
Yes. It makes me
changing
feel
the place around?
Yes.
Is it just because you want a different feel? Maybe a different look?
Yeah, a different look.
Well, that I could understand. But sometimes
for me, it makes me feel good.
It makes you feel good?
Yes.
Okay. So that's watching a good movie. Or having a glass of wine.
Well, watching a good movie in a different position.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. I'll try to bite that one, but anyways, we have a situation that was sent to us, which I really do like it. I mean, I feel that Tamara just said good morning. Good morning, Tamara.
Good morning, Tamara.
How are you doing? How was your weekend? I think that this one, I see your fix. Okay. Good morning to Nadia. All right. So our scenario here this morning, our situation here this morning, was sent to us by a young man. He let me see if I find it here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, so I got it. I got it. And I thought that we really needed to touch this one this morning. I think we were going to put it off, but we decided that we're going to touch it this morning because I think that there's a lot of people out there who are dealing with this type of situation, and I really wanted to help our listener here this morning. So you want me to take the read or?
Yes, take the read because speak for the guys.
Speak for the guys. It says they're flawless and asylum. They're asylum and flawless. I just switched it around just to see if you'll notice. All right. My father suddenly appears and wants a relationship. Now hear that. I like the way you and Flawless does put things straight. So that since I was a youth, my father left my mother and go foreign. He never really checked me. I never even hear from Mister for years. Now I am 17. Mister come back from overs and checking me. And checking he is coming for me because he is doing better now. He come at my mother's home and bring a whole lot of things and money and checking that can make up for lost times. I heard he's married now and he's driving a nice car and things, but I am not going with him because I don't know him. My mother is really angry, but she said it's best I go with him because it is better for me because Lucia getting tough and I finished school and nothing air running. But guys, I don't really want to leave my mother to go with him. I ain't no mister and I checking is me alone she have for now. Things are not the best, but we have each other. I'm staying with my mother, with my queen, sorry. She is all I have. What you saying? What should I do about my situation? First of all, the number here is 458-2488-721-3303. There's a couple of things that really come to mind here, with this situation. The youngster clearly, feels that the father left him, turned his back, didn't look back, didn't help him, didn't do anything of the sort. And all of a sudden, he out of the blue, he's here. He reappears. He's been with his mother. He's lived with his mother all his life, and apparently, from what he says, it's just the two of them. Mother probably doesn't have any other children. She probably has family, but maybe they're not close. And he feels that he is there for his mother and that kind of thing. Let me tell you a little bit about people who migrate. A lot of times when people leave here to go overseas, the impression that their friends and families give them that get them all excited. Some people quit their job that they could have bear fruits for them. Some people leave so much behind, their children behind, to go overseas for that bed of roses that they are promised by their friends and family, and soon enough as they get over there they realize it's not so.
Yeah, so true.
And what it does for them is a lot of times they have exhausted their time overseas or whatever time that the authorities over there allotted them. They've overstayed by the time they really catch themselves.
Yeah.
And not having the proper documentation to work and all of these things, some of them are not even able to pay their way back. And that's what it is. Some of them are too ashamed to call friends and family here to ask them to help them to get back to St. Lucia. Sure. Where they might still stand a chance of getting their job back or whatever. So what they do is they kind of fall in the system where they kind of go on the ground because now they're not working properly. They don't have the better roses that they were promised is not there. They might have some responsibilities back here. These responsibilities go into default, and they'll end up losing so much. And a lot of time it's pride that stops a lot of people from actually coming home. Boy, I've been here now, and if I go home, what I going home with? I don't have nothing,
what
will people say? Me? And then that year comes into 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Before you know it, they're there, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah.
The lucky ones or the smart enough ones will find a way to acquire some status. And maybe even, start working. A lot of them is 2 and 3 jobs. Sometimes the work that they're doing is not even enough to support them.
Yeah.
We can argue that things are cheaper over there. But just remember, in St. Lucia, you can go by the neighbor and get a hand of banana. You can get 2 potatoes down the road.
Yeah, man.
You might know somebody who's a fisherman, and if you check him, he might give you a pound of fish. Or at least it used to be so. So you will survive. There, even water you have to pay for. Here, we have a choice. We can choose to pay for water, but, we still have to pay for it.
Yeah.
We still have to pay for
But
it.
I know in some communities they still have the standpipes.
Standpipes. The government still provide laundry facilities in a lot of communities still. I mean, as a matter of fact, they have been refurbishing a lot of the old ones in some communities. I mean, life is not easy out there for a lot of people who go out there promise of that bed of roses, and that golden, the street paved with gold. America and Canada right now is two of the toughest countries to live in. Cost of living is so high. And the family and the friends that would invite you to come out, yeah man, don't worry, come out. We're going to get a job for you. We'll do this for you. The minute they see a month or 2 go by and you haven't gotten a little paying job, they're ready to put you on the street.
Yes.
They're ready to fight you down. They're ready to become your enemy. I've seen it myself.
I have a friend in that situation.
I've seen it myself, especially women. And then these women become so desperate, they sort of become a statistic in the sense that now people are trying to use them because of their situation. It's not easy out there. So with that being said, I hope the youngster is listening. And I know you're probably angry because your father left you at a very young age and went out there. Sometimes getting to the point where you're able to support and take care of the people that you left behind takes a long time.
Yeah.
Some people are lucky where they might just happen to fall in the right place, maybe the right job, the right boss to help them.
Yes, that's
the
true.
right friends to help them, but it's not always so. It takes some people years before they can actually get to the point where they can take a deep breath. And I'm talking from getting up in the morning in the winter to go to work. Well, if it's a job that you have and you're not properly documented, it's not going to pay you well.
Yeah.
You always have to be mindful that the authorities don't run into you. Yes, sometimes the lifestyle that they portray on social media, the photos at the parties and the outfits and thing, it's not even, sometimes it's not even true. These people take these pictures, go into an event, don't even know how they're getting home because they probably, don't have much in the first place. Some of the clothes they might have is things that they might have bought at a rich store. Or things that would have been given to them by their family or friends.
Yes.
They borrow an outfit, especially women borrow an outfit from one of their girlfriends to go out. The girlfriend encourage you to go out with them because you're stressed and nothing ain't running for you. You go and she say, you know what, put this on. That's mine. Wear it. Nobody ain't gonna know. But we see the photos on Facebook and thinking that, you have your children them down here and you're living the life. Sometimes it's out of mere stress these people go out and try to take all the things that they're thinking about out of their mind. So again, it's not easy. The days when you could have gone to Canada and the US and send a barrel down 6 months after you reach there are long gone. When we're talking about sending stuff for people and for our family and our children, sometimes it takes months to pack one barrel. The smart ones would look for sale. And when sugar go on sale, they'll grab. Sometimes they take everything they've worked for the whole week and they buy sugar alone to put aside. Then when rice go on sale, when oil go on sale, when what little t-shirts, and they pick them up one by one. Sometimes it takes months to pack a barrel. So it's not easy. And I'm speaking from experience. I've seen it myself. So don't be hard on your father. The good thing is he came back.
Yes, he came back.
And he's looking now that he's in a better position to help you.
Yeah.
Yes, you might say you don't need his help now because you're a man. or you're older now and you can fend for yourself. But better late than never.
Yeah.
There's a lot of children or family that disappear, and I say disappear.
Disappearing acting.
You don't even know whether they're alive or they're dead. And I commend you for wanting to support, to be there with your mother, because she's the one who struggled with you.
Yeah.
There's a saying that goes, you have to let go of what you love in order to get what you want. And that's the situation right there. I mean, like,
Hold on, let me just double check this. Try it again. Speaking to the mic.
okay, I mean, like, if his dad, if his dad didn't care about him, there's no way he would come back and do so much for him. The fact that he cares and he knows that he has someone to look after, someone to look for, and someone to care about, that was one of the main reasons. Well, I would say that was one of the main reasons his father came back.
Right.
And kudos to him. He stayed with his mother. I would do the same. I wouldn't want to go with my father at all. But
Right.
just looking at the positive side of it and the efforts of my father, then maybe there was a possibility that I would.
And then in the scenario, he did say that his father is doing better now.
Right, he did
So which tells us
acknowledge,
that-
which tells us that
yes,
he does understand that
Right.
at some point his father had it hard.
Yes,
You know.
He understands.
yes, he understands that.
I mean, I do believe that, you know, whilst one should make every effort to try and help your children, no matter where you are, no matter what your circumstances are. And I think our society has put it in our heads that money is love. If you're not sending money, and if you're not sending clothes, and if you're not sending this and you're not sending that, you can't tell a child or show a child that you love them. And I think sometimes out of frustration, I see it happen often where mothers, if the father is not able to provide for the child, they keep the child away from the fathers,
Right.
and they don't want the father to call or to come around.
And the mother told him to go, right?
Well,
Yes,
she's
yes,
saying,
yes.
the mother's saying, you know what, it's
The fact
maybe,
that she knows the
yeah,
father
right.
has better and benefit from him. She's not even looking out for herself, poor child. But
Yeah, but school and then work is better up there than here.
and you know, he's at the point now where, you know, he's older now, so I'm not sure exactly how old he is. We have a call coming in. 17? At 17 years old, you still have a very good chance to make it. I mean, now,
Yeah.
and here's the thing, I mean, the father is probably able now to give you status to help you to become a permanent resident or a citizen of whatever country or wherever he is, and an opportunity maybe for you to go back to school and you know and finish up your education, maybe get a proper education and become somebody. So it's an opportunity for you still. Good morning, caller, you're live.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
Asylum.
Good morning.
Okay, I was listening to what you said, Asylum, and you are so right. Being said, I would like to commend the father for reaching out to his son. At least he's trying to make up for lost times. There are people that will not do it. The fact that he brought stuff, and I just think vanity stuff is all.
Right.
But the fact that he showed that, you know, he still remembers and he came back and, you know, he's in a better place, that's a good thing. Right?
Right.
The vanity stuff, like I said, the vanity stuff is not all. The little things matter. So the love, whatever affection they share, it should be there too. Because if I was the son, I would have think twice too. Because we have no relationship. We have no, and we don't know the little things about each other. Probably the son probably thinking like, if I go up there, I'd have no friends. And you know, if something goes, oh, how will where I will go, take student, take all that stress, and you know, the son probably thinking ahead.
Right.
So too. I wouldn't want to like take that leap, leave my mother behind, leave what I know, and just take my feet because I hear sirening, and then I have nowhere to go, no backup plan.
Right.
Right. So, if it was me, the son, I would. The mother asking him to go. If I would have, I don't know, but the mother probably saying go, and then you send and take him.
But I think that's the idea. I mean, once he
when he make himself.
when he, yeah, as Stephanie says, when he make himself, he will look out for his mother. You know, I mean that's
yeah. So you know. So I think, I don't know, but if like his father is really genuine, if his father really wants good for him, instead of just coming and bombard everything on him, like, you know, he's supposed to just take it and let's go and, you know, take his patchy and go.
Right.
So you should reach out to him often, and you know, and probably when he makes up his mind, don't force him, but when he makes up his mind, he can go. But
pave the way for him.
Because you know, sometimes when you get the opportunity, you slipping on, you never want to go and whatever, and then when something else, you thinking
You should have gone.
I should have gone. Right. You should try and think of it like, you know. Yeah, the father should try and reach out to find out things and stuff, and you know.
Right.
And if he is comfortable, go for it. That's my contribution.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And
well, if I was facing a situation like that, I'll make my father. If I really want to stay with my mother and my father really want me to go, either I make my father rent a duplex or something for my mother and I, or just not go at all. Like,
well, I don't know.
I know if I go, I would get better. Things would happen for me, but just looking at my mother, I have known my mother for a while. Well, not for a while, for all my life.
Right.
And then you just coming in, you just step into my life, and like you want to just take me. Yes, you know you had something to look out for now. You want to take care of him. You brought stuff for him. You want him to feel like you in his life. Right. But at the same time, I want my mother. I
think the father's intentions here are good. Here's what I see. Right. I see a father who left a child behind, went overseas to try to make a life better for that child. It doesn't happen overnight. Right. It might have taken a lot longer than we wanted to, which we have no control over the length of time it takes for somebody to get settled and establish themselves to the point where they can actually come and help you.
And then who knows?
Right?
He said his father got married, so sometimes it wasn't working out for his father, so he had to marry to make himself.
Make himself,
so
exactly.
now that he's married, he came back for his son.
And I think all intentions here really is to help now.
Right.
You know, yes, he came down, and if he come down with his hands swinging, you're probably going to talk about that too and say, imagine he come down here and he bring nothing for me. Whatever. So he came bearing some gifts, and to me those are icebreakers.
Yes. Right.
Those are things that he brought so that you can feel that he's genuine. I mean, you can say material things, and I don't even want to refer to it as that. That is a father coming home and bringing some stuff for his child.
Yes.
Right.
Because if he didn't do that would have been another topic. Right?
Yeah.
And it's just, to me, it's just a way to break the ice. And I'm sure what the father really needs to do is sit with his son and say, look, I know you might think that I left you here and I didn't look back, but this is how it went. Tell him the story. And maybe then he'd better understand, the whole situation.
Right.
Now I'm able to help you. I sincerely want to help you, which in turn you can turn around and help your mother.
Yes.
Right.
He's 17. He can still go back to school and still have a part-time job to support himself. I don't think the father's going to bring him up and put him on the street or put him on his own.
Exactly.
I'm sure he's going to stay with the father until he's, he gets an idea as how things run, as we say, and can stand on his own 2 feet.
Yes.
But in the intern, there's a lot he can still do to try to help his mother. Now, sitting here in St. Lucia, if he's not working, he already said he's not working, and he talks about things air running.
When things are running for them fellas.
You know, things air running. So, and I'm just using the language, and I like the fact that he wrote that
Yes,
in a
he did wrote.
right.
That's a real.
Go up, take the opportunity, try to. You seem like a humble person. You seem like a youth who really, if he had, what it takes to bring him to that next level, he will be on that next
Right.
level. So here's that next level presenting itself.
Right.
I would suggest you take advantage of it. I would suggest that you. I don't know if you want to say forgive your father, because I don't know if he's really done anything wrong.
Right.
Yes.
He went overseas, things didn't work out. Now things are better. He's reaching out to
He
you.
don't even say his father did anything wrong. He just say his father went to
And then
Muslim
another
and
father
things-
would say, you 17, you turn 18, just
You're a man. You could do your.
just-
I said you're a
I
big
am
man
not
now. You do your own
responsible
thing.
for you
or
anymore.
something
And
like
he's
that.
offering to open new doors for you
Right.
by bringing you to wherever, whether it's Canada, the US, the UK, wherever. Right? I think that you need to it's easier said than done, because you might have from time to time hear your mother say when she get upset and things get tight and she get angry, or your father left you here and you ain't check,
And then the father.
These are things
he
that
should
happens.
have- Okay, you overseas, things not working out, and I always say it's not always about material things. It's not always about money. Being a father, give emotional support
Right.
and stuff like that. So the father should have call off and on how you doing, and explain the situation. Even if the mother would say he lie or whatever, he have money, but still, call the child, ask him how he doing, how is school, how is his life with his mother, his friends, and stuff like that. It's not staying away completely. And that's
this-
another situation.
This is a situation here too that presents itself ever so often, especially with parents that are not together. Even here, women especially tend to feel that if a man wants to show that he loves his child, he needs to put money in her hand, feed the child, as they say.
I not seen it that way.
I mean, I think it's me for instance. Growing up, my father was there for me financially. I never needed anything. I actually used to go to his work every year in the month to collect my money as a little child. That was like fun for me. My mother would put me on a bus, and I go to his work at the end of the month. I get my money, and he'll put me on a bus to go home. Right? But my dad was never around. My dad was never there when I played football or when anything was going on in my school that I took part in. He was never there.
Right.
And to me, that was the most important
It
thing.
doesn't have to be
Exactly.
money. Be part of everything your child is
child-
part of.
Even though it's not everything.
Not
Most-
everything, but I mean, especially
Some-
things that your child
One
loves.
something.
Especially things that your child love. Be part of it. Make the child feel like
Show
you're in
some
their life.
support.
Show some support.
Support. And children don't care who buy the milk. Huh?
Once
It's
I'm
They do
being
not
fed-
care.
Once I'm being fed.
They don't care
Who buy
whose
the
money
milk.
buy the milk. No, it's
Exactly.
not.
I'm
That
being
that
fed.
that doesn't go through their minds. It's what we say around them that makes them bitter or makes them love or not love their other parent.
Alright.
Yeah.
And that's why parents have to be very careful when they're angry about situations that pertains to their children's parent or the other parent. You have to be careful what you say around your child. I know children who develop not hatred but dislike for their mothers because of the things that the mother used to say about the
their
father
father,
in
right.
front of them. So it can actually backfire on you.
Yes.
Alright.
And it can actually backfire on you. I do believe, though, that as a parent, you need to play a role as much as you can. It doesn't have to always be financially. If you're not able to, then you explain that. I know there's a lot of women out there who don't want to hear that you don't have money or you don't have a job or you lost your job or you overseas. They feel that you overseas and it's everything
Trust me,
cheap
that'll
over
piss you
there
off.
and it's easy and you're not you just up and down the place enjoying yourself and you're not checking for it, which some cases are like that.
Yeah, but
There's a lot of people who lose their way, but on the most part, a lot of people when they leave here to go overseas, they don't get it easy. Even for the ones that leave here with status, they might have a mother or father overseas. That even for this youngster, when he goes over, even though his father files for him and gets him his papers, at first, it's going to take him a while to get himself settled.
Yes.
Get used to his new environment. Get used to everything that's going to be new around him.
Right.
Before you know it, a year pass, 2 years pass. Even the same mother might say, "Oh, you don't even call me." Mommy, I have
so busy
school.
with work and all
Mommy, I
that.
have school. I work in part time. When I get home late, I know you're sleeping already. Sometimes I want to call, but I know it's late.
Yeah, I call my
Makes
mother.
sense.
You know?
Wake up.
There's no excuse for that, but reality is, I found myself in situations where sometimes I only have enough strength to push the key in the door, turn it, and knock out. It's not easy. I also want to take the opportunity to talk to both the father and the youngster here. Take time to get to know each other.
Right.
This is very important.
And he said he doesn't even know his father, so
Right.
yeah.
Father, dad, treat your son as
The best friend.
the way when you left. I don't recall him saying how old he was, but start there. And I'm not trying to treat him like a baby, but just remember there's been a lot of time
Apart.
missed between the two of you.
Right.
Your son knows very little about you, and likewise, you'll know little about your son. Get to know him, because I've seen this happen with a lot of children. Where, let me just use this scenario. My cousin, when she left to come to Canada to join the rest of the family, she left a young daughter behind. She was only about 3 years old. Brianna was about 3 years old. And again, it took her some time. I mean, with our support and everything else, she was able to send stuff. But Brianna knew mommy because mommy was calling. Mommy would send the barrels, but she only knew mommy on the phone. She didn't know mommy. Yeah. Mommy for her was my aunt who raised that little child. So fast forward, she came to Canada. She was about 9.
Whoa.
Right?
6 years.
6 years. She was about 9 when her mother was able to actually bring her to Canada for good, as we say. And they struggled. She struggled with this child. And when I say struggle, there was a barrier. Because now mommy is there trying to lay down the mommy laws and the mommy rules and to be mommy. But the child is saying, but you're not really my mom. Yeah. I don't know you. I don't know you as... That's just what her behavior was saying. Because whenever she did something or my cousin was upset at something she did, she had to call my aunt to have my aunt speak to the child. Then she would listen. So it's a very tedious thing. You have to get to know, and I used to tell her all the time, you have to slow down and get to know the child. Yeah. There's been a lot of time between the two of you. She doesn't really know you as a mom. Yes, she calling you mommy. Yeah. Yes, on the phone, mommy send shoes for me, mommy send this for me. But she does not know you as her mother.
Yes.
And you need to bring yourself down, relax, think about the whole scenario, and find a way to start bridging the gap that is there. Yeah. And again, the struggle went on for the good part of a year, maybe. Then finally they started to, come to terms. My cousin putting in a lot of extra work trying to let that child know that, this is how it is. Yeah. Because she didn't know her mother. And it's the same situation here with the father and the son. Take your time, get to know your son. Do some stuff together. Be his friend. Be his pal. And then slowly he would accept the fact that, look, daddy is here. This is my dad. We can say daddy and mommy all we want with our mouth. But it's what comes from within the heart. And you can only give that based on what you know about the person. Yeah. So guys, be careful. Both father and son, I would like to see that you guys take the time and get to know each other. Don't rush him if he's not ready to come. Prepare the papers anyway. No, get them ready. Because sometimes these processes can be a lengthy one. Let him know, look, I'm ready to bring you out here to try to help you. It's going to take X amount of time, so take your time. in that time, start the calling and start the messaging and start the conversations and start getting to know your son. So that when he does leave St. Lucia, leave his one of his most treasured possession, which is his mom, behind, to come to you, in his mind he's justifying it. It's justified. I'm going to meet my father. And when he gets up there, help your mother. And when I say help, it doesn't mean that you have to put her on the next plane out of St. Lucia. But do not turn your back on your mom. Try as hard as you can to make sure that even if she doesn't have everything she wants, she have everything she needs.
Yeah.
Right.
And more, if more people, especially when they migrate, they can think like that, and we'll be much better off. It's a tough time. I do believe that you're going through a lot of things. Oh, what am I gonna do when I go out there? I don't know nobody. Everything I know is here in the village. I know the fellas there on the blocks, and change that mentality. See it as an opportunity for you to better yourself. See it as a step forward, another level to climb, and bring along your dear mom with you when you can. Don't force yourself. Don't feel, I go out there and my mother gonna be down there struggling. I have to worry about my mom. No, the time will come when you're able to properly help her.
Yeah.
Right now, though, focus on your father. Try to get to know him. Don't look at the things that he brought as no peace offering. Because trust me, if he did came down with his hands swinging, you would be talking about it too. You would be talking about it too. So I do urge you to give him the time whilst he's here. I'm not sure if he's still here or not. Y'all do some stuff together. Lime, hang out, go down to Rosalie on a Friday night and go down to Ancillary on a Friday night. Lime with your daddy. Bring daddy on the block and let the fellas in here, but make them feel good.
True.
Because I honestly believe that whilst you might say, oh, it's a number of years, and it shouldn't take anyone that long. There are people who've been in North America and Canada, in North America and the UK for 20 odd years, and they're still struggling.
Sure.
30 years and they're still struggling. Some of them go out and come back with nothing after
Even
so
worse
many
than
years.
how they left.
Yes.
Exactly. And they give up a lot. Some of them give up a lot. They give up a good government job. They give up their families, and they go out there and you ask yourself, well, why did you even leave Lucia?
Exactly.
On a day-to-day, these people are asking themselves. But sometimes pride and the lack of resources to bring them home is why they continue in the situation that they're in.
Yeah.
So, it is, and I'm not saying that it's so with everyone, right? There's some people who get lucky within a year, or they have, or should I say, they leave here with a plan. Within a year, 2 years, they're looking good. Life's looking good for them. What's that?
Maybe even months.
Yeah. But it's not always so on the most part, especially now. I mean, look what's going on. The economies of North America is tough. You have a president now who's really adamant on, as he said, kicking out all foreigners. So everybody's walking around looking over their shoulder.
Yeah.
Everybody's worried about when they're gonna get caught and sent home, especially if they're not documented.
He might be one of them.
Well, he's good now. I mean, the father is good now. He's
You
me?
might be one.
I might be one of them.
Yeah.
Never. I hold a Canadian passport since 1994. The year my daughter was born. It's 24 years ago. 26 years ago, I think, something like that. So I can go and come as I please.
Okay.
Yeah. My entire family, my mother, my brother, everybody is there. My mom adopted 5 girls, and everybody's there, and everybody's good.
Cool.
Everybody's good. So we're good. We were lucky. And in those days, things were different compared to now.
Yeah, that's so true.
Right.
Things were different compared to now. I was having a conversation with my sister last week. I think we were talking about a supermarket that we used to go to called Nob Hill Farms. Anybody who's lived in Toronto would know Nob Hill Farms. and you can go into Nobile Farms, and when you come out with you if you spend $150, you have 2 baskets pulling. The fruit department, the grapes, you could have go in there and just bunch of grapes for next to nothing, jugs of milk for $1.50. Things changed a lot when we hit the year 2000. When I tell you, every West Indian in Toronto, that's where we used to spend our Saturday, most of the Saturday afternoon shopping.
Okay.
That was a huge store, and it's not so anymore. It's not so anymore. So, again, back to our situation, the youngster that's, take it easy. Get to know your father, man. Get to know your father, because he's now reaching out to you. Who knows what kind of struggles he's been through to get to that point. So you have to appreciate it for what it is, and accept the help. If you talk about the fact that nothing air running for you, and I think it's now time that you take it from him and try to better yourself and help your mother. Who knows where this is going to take you? You could come back to St. Lucia 20 years from now as the biggest thing that ever happened to mankind.
Right.
Don't let your pride or anger stop you from becoming somebody or reaching that goal. All right. I don't know what else to say. I just wanted to really talk to him, because I've seen it happen many times. What do you think, Stephanie?
Well, yes, he should forgive his father. Take some time to know his father. At the end of the day, his father will always be his father, despite if he didn't come back and reach out to him. His father will always be his father. So get to know your father. You could go out. Yeah. At the end of the day, I say he may be thinking, he left my mom. Maybe his mother don't even have a husband or a boyfriend. Yeah. So the father, and then the father just got married on the mother head.
But you see, the getting married probably didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen as soon as he get there. So it would have been a while. So maybe the father was thinking, okay, well, I'm here, you're there, and I really need to do this. Maybe there was a promise of returning to the mother by the father. So all that can play. But for what I am getting is that I'm not really getting the mother saying, okay, well, forget that man. No, she's encouraging her son to take the opportunity now. So in whatever transpired between the mother and the father, whether that's between them, and I think that's supposed to be something that the son's supposed to, not get involved in.
Yes.
That is between them. That's between the mother and father.
Yes, that's so true.
Well, I would say to him, grab the opportunity and run with it.
Get
to know your father. I understand that you don't want to leave your mother and go with your father, but at the same time, there's an opportunity for you right in front of you. You never know where you can or might reach in the longer run. And you can also, always come back for your mother if by any chance you choose to go, and make things better for all of your.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
You coming at the dance. I walk up ready. You won't bring no friends. No family. You see the stranger on your left. You see the stranger on your right. Better start the job.
Well, this spell is a 2-in-1 special. If you don't have a mister, I will be your rental. I will jam on you all night. We go hold on tight like we expecting a hurricane. Girl, is not me to blame. And this is what she said. Wine on me now. Come, girl, wine on me there. Come, girl, wine on me now. Oh, go, just stay right there, right there. Wine on me now. Come, girl, wine on me there. Come, girl, wine on me now. Oh, go. Girl, what's the purpose? Come in this fat and whining alone. Anti-anxious. To groove with someone and get in a zone. Well, this spell is a 2-in-1 special. If you don't have a mister, I will be your rental. I will jam on you all night. We go hold on tight like we expecting a hurricane. Girl, is that me to blame? And this is what she said. Wine on me now. Come, girl, wine on me there. Come, girl.
and wine. Yeah, come for that. Give me that one time. Yeah, give me that, girl. Give me. Hey, girl, you look so fine, belly fat and nice. Come for that. Give me that one time. Give me that,
Because what will kill you should make you stronger. So my problems is like steroids, boy. I get my doses from all kinds of sources, and all of them still can't kill me now. You see, as them sink me under ice flow, ride out the storm, them just like a boat. So as the box me down, so I get up. They have to wonder how others get up, and every crack I see, I just see through. And by the help of God, I just get through. I just want to, I feel like hope. Move any mountain, I trample any building like Hulk. Man better than monster, dismantle any structure, boy. Trample them. Rip up my shot and mash up my jeans and step on my problems. Then what we gonna do? Trample them. Kick out the problems.
Let me know
show them that you're not lazy. Lately, that body driving me crazy. Gym body, not give it to nobody. Oh, gym body, original them can photocopy. Oh,
We never over. You send me loca. I want your love. You giving me pressure. Love never sober. We dance in the summer.
and you know we end up going low, lower, until we end up going low, until we end up on the ground. Give it to me that workout, give it to me that love, yeah. Give it to me that workout, give it to me that love. Give it to me that workout, give it to me that love, yeah. Give it to me that workout, give it to me that love.
I give it all, not holding back. I'm gonna wind up. I'm not gonna cut no style. If any man wanna wind up on me, I behave rude, my bumper slap. I'm gonna grind up. Can't you see how I grew up? That's why when I dig down low and I rock it up, don't watch me in the face. Mind your business, hush your mouth when I'm melting my waist. I'm a big woman, not a little girl, and I'm 16 again. So don't expect me to be the same, 'cause I's a big girl now. Watch how my fat bumper walking, been walking from night till morning. And I'm not ever wrong, 'cause I's a big girl now. Expensive liquor I'm drinking, have my license now I'm driving. So don't judge me now. They used to go out and leave me all the time. They used to go and fest and enjoy their life. Yeah. Now I turn a big woman and I'm wasting time. I feel like I miss out a big part of my life. That's why when I dig down low and I rock it up, don't watch me in the face. Mind your business, hush your mouth when I'm pelting my waist. Yeah. I'm a big woman, not a little girl, and I'm 16 again. So don't expect me to be the same, 'cause I's a big girl now. Watch how my fat bumper walking, ain't walking from night till morning. And I'm not ever wrong, 'cause I's a big girl now. Expensive liquor I'm drinking, have my license now I'm driving. So don't judge me now.
Maybe we're not stuck on the TV because
Maximum
tomorrow.
Music Authority hits.
But you missed it.
keep talking. Me granny tell me from your little baby, he that keep at his mouth shall stay out of problem. It seems like he was carrying in jail. So now I say he that keep at his mouth, you know, they shall belong. Still you keep talking. Me granny tell me from your little baby, he that keep at his mouth shall stay out of problem. It seems like he was carrying in jail. So I ain't carrying on. Say about that chatter with me will chatter of me. Begin farm. Okay. Your mouth I go put you in a problem. Whoa. Hey. Okay. I said your mouth I go put you in a problem.
I want to know, hey, what's the story? Is it for real now? Tell me, did they really legalize the weed now?
The Maximum Music Authority hits.
Oh, I just really want to get some clarity now. So tell me, what's the story? Oh, is it free now? Can I really gonna split for DC now? Tell me, can I light up on before a DC now? What's gonna happen if them catch you with a leaf? Now you wanna know them label and them stereotype and stigmatize. Them love to criticize and they marginalize. But it's feeling of the nation. Finally they realize so sensitive and legalize.
Real, big man thing. Don't line up, it's been comfortable in my skin now. Real, big man link. A big man burn up the little boy to my thing now. Real, big man thing. Sing out every lot so they don't need a ring now.
Maximum Music Authority hits.
I'm a blunt, it's like a sugar cane. Yeah. What up for? I feel something now, make you take me one drop. I'm marijuana. Listen, no give me no coke, no crack, cause me no dirty. Who no flow with sense to me, I'm on a crackhead. What that for? I feel something now, make you take me one drop. I'm marijuana. Listen, no give me no coke, no crack, cause me no dirty. Who no flow with sense to me, I'm on a crackhead. You got it.
Can't take no more.
The Maximum Music Authority hits.
No, you don't have to keep it on the lock and key, cause I would never let you down. And if you can't escape your uncertainties, baby, let me show you how. Let my love in, let my love in, lay your heart on me. If you're hurting, lay it all on me. Lay it all on me. Lay it all on me. If you're hurting, lay it all on me.
I'm living for the sick and the poor, the hungry and the senseless, sleeping on and one praise the king. One them and tell them there's right over wrong. Mr. President, why is it to make the bombs? Every day is weapon of mass destruction. See, they got no love for anyone.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I just go where the trade wind blows, sending love to my friends and foes.
The Maximum Music Authority.
I'm pleased to be chilling in the West Indies. Jah provide all my wants and needs. I got the sunshine, rivers and trees. Relief, wait, hey.
When me see Jah, me see a way. Drastically straight from hypocrisy, I say, hey. Every man to them own a philosophy. I live the proper way and then me read a chapter daily. Man, they in a city hungry and no eat. And food they down a country does a drop off of the tree them. You see say poverty no real then, is what the reason revealing.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I just go where the trade wind blows, sending love to my friends and foes. And I suppose I'm pleased to be chilling in the West Indies. Jah provide all my wants and needs. I got the sunshine, rivers and trees.
Come with the fire, the city burning. Don't we just turn it up fire and keep it burning. It's a burn like a tire, me have a burning sun. And if we try for retire, me leave them yearning.
Best radio station, Hits FM. You run the tune, no slow down.
Come with the fire, the city burning. Don't we just turn it up fire and keep it burning. It's a burn like a tire, me have a burning sun. And if we try for retire, me leave them yearning. None of can out my flame. No, it can't quench, can't cool, can't tame. Since the devil no like it himself, it turn it down. So me just give him the fire and make it burning. Coffee on the street, tongue tapping at the heat. Jeans, pants and cracks, no socks, lip on my feet. Knapsack when me a beat, well pack up on the neat. Stay woke, no sleep, me no little book keep. Money pa me mind, but me never have a kind. Now cause me just a hustle for the pretty dollar sign. I never no fun time, life rough sometime. But me know me and me mommy happy see the sunshine. That's why me up with the fire, the city burning. Don't me just a turn it up fire and keep it burning. It's a burn like a tire, me have a burning sun. And if we try for retire, me leave them yearning. None of can out my flame. No, it can't quench, can't cool, can't tame. Since the devil no like it himself, it turn it down. So me just give him the fire and make it burn.
Ever since we met, baby, no need for running around. Looks like you cool me down. You cool me down, girl. And time is a wasting whenever you're not around. Look like you cool me down,
The
girl.
Maximum Music Authority. Hits.
I don't need another lover. I don't even have to bother. I found it in you. Now I feel brand new. You understand the little things that make loving worth. You give me all I need and more, and I love you, girl.
You bring such joy to my world. Tell me I'm your favorite girl. You're my favorite boy. And let's believe forever. Tell me I'm your favorite girl. Me love the way you look, me love the way how you walk on. Me love the food you cook, me love the clothes where you have on. Yeah, me love the way you keep me safe in my style.
All we need is one night together, and we never wanna be apart. We'll share a love like no other, and I'll forever protect your heart. Let me love you, girl. Oh yes, let me love you, girl. Oh yes, oh yes. A long time me I see you run the place, realize you is a woman with no appetite for waste.
So you got me tell me say, I got the flexing away, tune the night, so you're texting away. Till I lock up my song, don't listen, no jumping train. Cause you'll get in your way. He watch you study all night, but she's saying go away. Well, if I respect you are the real big man, but what you don't really understand, yeah, she's my motivation. Oh yeah, and I am her inspiration. Oh yeah, and if you say we are part that mash up me heart to my widow, me other half. And her love is not
When I see my friends become my enemy,
On the Maximum Music Authority. Hits.
no link, no bar, cause I know dirty heart can't sweep with broom. They are like the trees we can't bloom, and they shall slowly fade away. And I know
Hey, yo, man.
yo, Sasko.
We're rolling this time.
When I see my friends become my enemy, I have to far.
No one here, they will not go.
No link, no bar, cause I know dirty heart can't sweep with broom. They are like the trees we can't bloom, and they shall slowly fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. The meditation we supply proof, and they shall slowly fade away.
But I'm an assassin, me no remain. Enough of them now go like that tune. Yeah, why? Batman stuck in the made like a tumor. Them fake like tree stripe. One a like made by Puma. Them start to live and I start to live by rumor. Start go you not to them, I say you work a fool. Get your visa, you fly out. Them a break when you jump out them. See them like a girl by in and you back out them. Say them are your friend, put them.
Someday, I know that we're gonna move from here to our own place. I believe that we are gonna make it through God's grace. Easy, baby, but have a little faith, 'cause I'll never leave you. No, I will be there every time you close your eyes. I will be there. I'll wake up by your side like your shadow. I will stick by you, and I'll always be around. I'm gonna stick
Girl, take a minute and catch your breath. And I'll take that minute to wipe my sweat. It's only the beginning, we ain't halfway yet. If you think that you can handle me, place your bet. You're gonna lose, and all your treasure will be mine for sure. My love's a cruise to a place you've never been before. Ooh, the prize is satisfaction guaranteed when you choose to give yourself to me. I do love to make sweet, 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 sweet love to you. I do love to make sweet, sweet love.
I tell them reggae make you rock, rock, rock. Reggae make you rock some more. I say rubber, rubber, dub, dub. Reggae make you rock some more. Having fun this time around. To the sweet, sweet reggae sound. Smiling faces, no see, no frown. The music gets you high way off the ground. Yeah. Feel the vibe when everybody gather round. Woyo, woyo, woyo. Select the string it up, we want to hear the sound. Woyo, woyo, woyo. See man and woman, them a rock. Everybody feel a vibe, nobody a no dead stock. No pain when music hits, Robert Nesta said that. So pull up the one you from top. The one you need, reggae make you rock, rock. Reggae make you rock some more. I say rubber, rubber, dub. Reggae make you rock some more. Having fun this time around. To the sweet, sweet reggae sound. Smiling faces, no see, no frown. The music gets you high way off the ground. Yeah. say as far as I see it, uptown to downtown, we find the side street. I think in a reggae that a my speech. Music make you unite, nobody fight feet. Anywhere in the world, all over. Reggae listen by the younger, the older. It make you warm when you're colder. Set the mood when you're your girl and chill and she have a red on your shoulder. Reggae make you rock, rock. Reggae make you rock some more. I say rubber, dub. Reggae make you rock some more. Having fun this time around. To the sweet, sweet reggae sound. Smiling faces, no see no frown. The music gets you highway off the ground. Yeah. Feel the vibe when everybody gather round. Woyo. Select us, string it up, we want to hear the sound. Woyo. See man and woman, them a rock. Everybody feel a vibe, nobody a not dead stop. No pain when music hits from the list. I said that.
I'll be taking you on. Been holding on for so long. I've been waiting. Time for the real test. No retreat, no surrender. Tonight I'm loving you, that's one day agenda. So don't try to run, no back down. You try to bring it down. No retreat, no surrender. You're getting all of the joy of the splendor. Don't try to run, no back down. You try to me out. Me not gonna pretty up my statement. Me tired of this bag of talking. Tired of this one bag of argument. One whole heap of chit chat, you know with that. Girl, you need to quit that. Bag of seminar, you think of parliament. Baby, why you running from the pleasure? Let me use my hands and explore you like me a search for treasure. We not gonna make no love on the floor tonight. Me and you together till the morning light. No surrender. Tonight I love you, that's one the agenda. So don't try to run, no back down. You tried everything to go. No retreat, no surrender. You're getting all of the joy of the splendor. Don't try to run, no back down.
I just ran into a girl from my country days. She had my little heart floating. She lived up the road from the church I went to. She was the prettiest thing, but she migrated to New York. I was just 13. I was in love, so I kept in touch till I was about 16. Now 10 years, 6 months, 30 days. She said, wow, you've been counting. I said, baby, a long time I've been waiting on you, darling. And I'm still away on your loving. I said, I'm still away on your darling. I said, I'm still away on your loving. I said, I'm still away.
She wants to be like them people on TV.
The Maximum Music
She wants to
Authority.
look like them girls in the magazine. She got big dreams. She see herself on the big screen. She asks, do you love me? I say you're just right. Absolutely, I love you just the way you are, girl. You don't have to change. You don't have to do a thing. No, just the way you are, girl. If you put on a powder, if you take off a boat, just the way you are, girl. Wake up with no makeup and I break up. Just the way you are, girl. In my eyes, you're a star, girl. Hey, she fit me, and she give me love plenty. She authentic. This are the real thing, this are the plastic. See, I got big plans. I used to be my wife, and now you're understand. She said, what is this?
The Maximum Music Authority hits.
Free up, never forget the dumb plan or where we come from. Yeah. Real talks never worry about being on. Cause we destiny don't plan. Some say we now live long. The other say a judgment road to live on. Next sense, say me sell my soul to Satan. God bless me for shame, bad mind with it. Andrew Blocks, me a go tell the bow happy grove. You coulda call it Pappy Grove.
Me life never easy, me don't tread up road. Badness me use lock you road. Me always dream big, say me a go lock it low. And MTV bring the episode. Shot him out dead at grade 9 and that was a heavy load. He kick we out, we go touch the road. Trace call, now me drop a seafood. Every Thursday me lay a stationary report. 14-year-old juvenile a fi pre-court. Every school. Damn free. When me touch a port more. Pops calling scope more. From 3 west to 5 east at the place and we done sure. Help my family when the well poor. Real thugs never forget the dumb plan or where me come from. Yeah. Real thugs never worry about being on. Cause we destiny don't plan. Some say we not live long. The others say a judgment road. Live and extend. Let me sell my soul to Satan. God bless me, be share my mind with you.
Baby, if you got a problem, baby, I'm gonna be the one to solve it. You don't have to worry about John Tom again. I treat you better, give you the finer thing. Woman, baby, let's get together. Just like birds of a feather. I'm the man to treat you right, girl. So baby, let's make love tonight. Baby, if you got a problem, baby, I'm gonna be the one to solve it. You don't have to worry about John Tom again. I treat you better, give you the finer thing. For you are Mr. Right. We can have dinner by candlelight. I'm not uptight. My future with you looks so, so bright. You'll always be the girl for me. So tell him it's over, it's over. Girl, follow my lead. Baby, if you got a problem, I'm gonna be the one to solve it. You don't have to worry about John Tom again. I treat you better, give you the finer thing. It's a blessing to see people with their hands up to the sky still. To the sky. 'Cause honestly, for the same people, life can be so real.
We are in the building, you know. Yo, picking up 92.1. It's one of the best radio stations. It's FM. You're running the tune, no slow down.
In this your time, man, you happy man. You get carried away by captivity. Carried away by captivity. In this your time, Shabba. I'll do represent themselves, yeah. The 30 pieces of silver. Jaja live forever. You might go come with lightning and thunder. In this your time. Anyone can tell a lie, but the truth reveal itself. Oh, you are gonna say that you love Jaja, yet you fight tribal against your brother. In this your time. In this your time. Delilah knew what she wanna know. Samson, he got to take the blow. Man, have to know himself, don't you know? Birds tangled by them feet. Man, I got tangled by them tongue. So it was written, so it must be done. In this your time, yeah. In this your time.
Ivan Mitchell Francis, IMF for short was he name. Met a girl named J.A. a young and a sexy dame. J.A. for Janice Allen, they just get she independence. So Ivan Michelle Francis decided he go take the chance. He tell she I is for Ivan, I am known internationally. M is for my money, and I could help you financially. But when it come to the F, she say Ivan, don't say no more. The I and the M is alright, but it's the F we are frightened for.
Cause when me see the F, I no mind I tell me say me have to left. As I wait till you so mama get me crepe and make me put it down and step. Yeah, if the I
Ivan Michelle Francis was a real influential man. With wealth and position, he made his preposition. But he say in order for Janice to wear his wedding dress, she must have to first undergo a strict IMF test. So he tells she I is for Ivan, follow I down this lonely street. M is for the mansion with all the money you're going to meet. But when it reach to the F, she say Ivan, don't say no more. The I and the M is alright, but is the F what I'm afraid of for? Mr. Gordon, Johnny's father, call Ivan a louse. When news of the wedding reached down to Mr. Gordon's house, Johnny's two brothers nearly get in fight. You should have heard the argument between Eddie and Mike. I is for Ivan, he is known internationally. M is for the money, which he could help out finance.
Some other man will buy you diamonds and pearls. Music. like I've got changed the beats. Watch them. Singing that a murder in the place. Singing that a murder in the place. Them sue me for a child, it's no worthwhile. Them sue me for a child, it's no worthwhile. Watch it now. Singing that a murder in the place. AJ Shabba. Why come like my big dance? Shit come like I've got changed the beats. Watch them. Singing that a murder in the place. Singing that a murder in the place. Them sue me for a child, it's no worthwhile. Them sue me for a child, it's no worthwhile. Watch it now. Singing that a murder in the place. Saying that a next week is the case. Singing that a murder in the place. Singing that a next week is the case. Montana's business only style. Say man, you got to watch your while. Come on down a rock it down a child. I see no bad that bust no style. Me when I singing that a murder in the place. Singing that a next week is the why come like my Shabba? DJ Shabba, rock it down. Come like I've got shit on the beat. Watch that. Singing that a murder in the place. Singing that a murder in the place. Them sue me for a child, it's no worthwhile. Them sue me for a child, it's no worthwhile. Watch it now. Singing that a murder in the place. Saying that a next week is the case. Singing that a murder in the place. Singing that a next week is the case. Montana's business only style. Say man, you got to watch your while. Come on down a rock it down a child. I see no bad that bust no style. Me when I singing that a murder in the place. Singing that a next week is the case. Gather round and give on me, we go round and make we skip and flip and
Are you looking to grow your business? Hits 92.1 and 91.1 is in a class of its own when it comes to superior advertising. We target everyone between 18 and 80 years of age. You and your business are certain to get a significant amount of exposure, which will equate to an extreme increase in sales. Our packages, rates, and sponsorship opportunities are very affordable, so we guarantee that your advertisements will be heard by its intended target market. We even customize packages just for you. Our premier sales staff has several years experience in radio advertising, so you can rest assured and be confident in the capabilities of our team. We pledge first-class service with an even better result. Experience, satisfaction, and competence are guaranteed when you do business with us. Give us a call at 758-457-7488 or email us at caribbeanhitsfm@gmail.com. Make Hits FM your choice today.
The world famous Suarez Brothers Mexican Circus arrives for the first time in St. Lucia. Come see us from Friday, August 23rd, Malabal Beach, beside Monroe College. Come and enjoy great family entertainment featuring clowns, the extraordinary extreme cyclists, magicians, the incredible spaceship that flies inside the circus, and many, many more. Showtimes, Monday to Friday, one show at 7:30 p.m. Saturdays and holidays, two shows, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Then on Sundays, three shows, 2 p.m., 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tickets on sale from 10 a.m. daily at the Circus Box Office. For more information, call 758-732-6230. Don't miss the biggest circus from Mexico, the Suarez Brothers Circus. I am los vemos.
Gang. We are in the building, you know. Yo, bigging up 92.1. This is one of the best radio station, Hits FM. Yo, run the tune, no slow down.
inna me head like a foot. Inna me brain the grabber give me a maca joke. Hot piece of grabber give me the one with the black a look. All the cushion fire take a pull you wappy wappy wappy. Last till me sleep is a nap a look. Jump up, member say me did have a pot a cook. Pincha West on the best, nas as a bush. Mother bunch, that think like a crack a butter. But I be bush inna me brain, no bush inna me head. Bush inna me brain, no bush inna me head. Me smoke it, it high, me smoke it, it fly. Me smoke it, you can see it inna me eye. Bush inna me brain, no bush inna me head. Bush inna me brain, no bush inna me head. Me smoke it, it high, me smoke it, it fly. Chill. Alright, promise me, you know say up. No be try, no be silly. Me defend my friend, man, you defend it. Me know what we are up. Stacking money for the belly. Promise me, you know say me never jack ya. Me never left that plus the realest of me head back. Me come to kick off the money to up. Me get that, me know for sure me now broke back. Y'all love me, don't sweat me. Bad mind people are rot still on the hit me. Me might chat up, I try baby, but none of them can intimidate me. We are left this straight. We are left this straight. In the book, right down me there. On every block and every lane. Not to you, one life to get you better you. Just with your time and the last before you know it. Control the thing, you get me chosen. It's just the thing you make me. If you don't make money, then you don't make sense. Pounds and US, no pence. Spend a couple G's, my money tall like cheese. Rims them crump on the Benz. And me say, box of money, box of money. Show them with the white stacks of money. You see me not it all, you know me rocks of money. You train me, me tracks of money. If you get a young, box of money, box of money. Yeah, every year, all me pay me tax of money. Yes, some a free me, some stacks of money. And I show me a tax of money.
No tell me about debt, no tell me about stress. No send me more bills, some I want pay less. Water bill, every day them send a bill, like bill, water bill, phone bill, all kind of bill. Them can't send a bill, them fi send a money bill. So me sit down and chill with my girls them. No tell me about debt, no tell me about stress. No send me more bills, some I want pay less. Just give me more money, make a party. What me say? More money, make a party. Big session be done, money for your run. Put down the damn gun, grab a gal and have fun. Just give me more money, make a party. What me say? More money, make a party. Still up on the hunt, me hustle everywhere. Bills every month, plus tax in a year. Money on the front, that's everything there. If me can't find the funds here, that I know that she loves. Daddy can't flop, all it, daddy have the back. Food in a shop, right on me a trap. Every girl was up a shine champagne. Me a puff with gal in my love. No tell me about that, no tell me about stress. No send me more bills, come on, want pay less. Just give me more money, make a party. What me say? More money, make a party. Money for your rent, don't take your fun. Grab a gal and have fun. Just give me more money, make a party. What me say? More yeah. So baby girl, I'm gonna get you on track. I know you like it when I give you up sex. I know what I feel when I'm feeling. This is all I need to say. I bet you know what's gonna come next. No foreplay, no kiss, no caress. She knows that it burns me. She knows that I love her the way that I touch her, and I know that it turns her on the way that I carry on.
What the summer style here?
I know that what she loves me the way She knows that I love her the way that I touch her, and I know that it turns to cross the way that I carry on. Yeah, yeah. So baby girl, I'm gonna get you undressed. I know you like it when I give you rough sex. Bend over, let me hold it from your neck. Beat me up and let me catch my sex. I bet you know what's gonna come next. No foreplay, no kiss, no caress. I'm gonna show the way you're gonna put your legs. We're gonna have the best thing I'm saying. The way that she carries me, she knows that it turns me on. She knows that I love her the way that I touch her, and I know that it turns her on the way that I carry on.
Yo, DJ
kick the drum. The African style sweet, white cranberry, little ice, make it complete. Me nice, everybody dance, man, and party nice. Yo, dance, money and skate the ice. Everybody dance, man, and party nice. Put up front, girl, then I exercise. Everybody dance, man, and party nice. I say, beat me, candy ice. Everybody dance, man, and party nice. The party turn up loud. Over 10 million, girl, in the crowd. From them all rolling, till them up proud. Don't stop here, better we stop here, in a turn up loud. Hold it in a pocket and liquor in a glass. We are real life today and the last party we are party. Me higher dazzle, Jano me higher dazzle. So the gal them to think a muggle, them a muggle. Hey yo, and the Michael Robinson, you know the buckle. We free like slave on the sound and the shackle. The dancer them a dance, selector them a juggle. And everybody good, nobody not in no trouble. Well any trouble make I get him out on the double. Yo me can't hear no the party turn up loud. Over 10 million gal in the crowd. Me friend them a rolling, yell them up proud. No shop deal, better we stop deal in a turn up loud. Money in a pocket and liquor in a glass. We are real like today and the last party we are party. We have to touch you road. Too much problem in a me yard. Call up the girl then pick up the dog. We are raving at the tropical sun ya. Over the yard, gas wind up the summer. The permit run so the police them go bad. 10 million gal, we no see no man. Bring queen and left machine so no weapon. Yo, one of them pass. The party turn up loud. Over 10 million gal in the crowd. The friend them are rolling, hail them up proud. No shop deal, better we stop deal in a turn up loud. Money in a pocket and liquor in a glass. We are real like today and the last party we are party. Wait, on the dance. Stop. Dance again. Dance again. Dance. Stop.
Hey yo, this is Michael Robinson and you're listening to Hits FM 91.1.
She no want a man, me come a ningy ningy naga naga lippy lippy lap and just a flip and just a flip. Just a couple of things a girl just do well. She no want a man, me come a ningy ningy naga naga lippy lippy lap and just a flip and just a flip. She no want a man, me come a chitty chitty chatter and I give her headache like Nelly and Flabber. She no want a man we come a press a road, stress a road, run over like him a press a road. She no want a man we constantly get her annoyed. She want a like the real McCoy. She no want a man we love his talky all up in her ears like a walkie-talkie. She want to go out and party. No want a man fi have her on leash like him a walkie doggy. She no want a man we come a kaka yiki back a laughing when nothing no funny. She no want a man we love to turn around and look around like it's a blinking clock. Rig around at the top. She no want a man that is a freaky love to use him, make it when them fear use him. She want a man that is a charmer. She want a man to beat it, not like a Chris Brown, the Toriana. Then you listen to my voice. This is just a minute with a word of advice. When it comes to girl thing, you better be wise. No man no want a man who make no man organize. Hear me now, then you listen to my voice. This is just a minute with a word of advice. When it comes to girl thing, you better be wise. Alright. She no want a man who come a diggy, naga, lippy, lappa, just a flapper. She no want a man who come a chitty, chatter, and a give her headache like Nelly and Flabber. She no want a man who come a press a road, stress a road, run over like him a press a road. She no want a man who constantly get her annoyed. She wants a
Hits FM. This is how we do
Girl, if your man on the use done quick and him a cuss you. My girl, bring it, come and let me touch you. Put your pan that like him now and bust you. My girl, bring it, come and let me touch you. If him come and ask me, you can him a cuss you. My girl, do it, come and let me touch you. Baby, you put him a cuss you and touch you. Me no want no girl with dress like man. She see you run them dress like man. With too much skinnies and bun sex like man. Me no want no girl with dress like man. Me no want no girl with dress like man. Appreciate you run them dress like man. Too much skinnies and bun sex like man. Me no want no girl with rest like man. Me no want no girl with dress like man. Appreciate you run them dress like man.
Music Authority hits.
Me no want no girl with rest like man. Me no want no girl with no bass vice. Me no business or face look nice. Woman have to erratic and full up of spice. Baggy jeans and ratchet is not my choice. My girl coulda never we run the pants. You must not gonna screw up her face in a dance. Woman have to have an accent like she do.
Yo, DJ Nayo.
Me no want no girl with dress like man. We appreciate you run them dress like man. We drink too much skinnies and bun sex like man. Me no want no girl with rest like man. Me no want no girl with dress like man. We appreciate you run them dress like man. We drink too much skinnies and bun sex like man.
Missy man want give you the money tree because you good. Want send you on a shopping spree because you good. Furnish your house plasma TV. It good. Man want be a this and a red because you good. Pay check you get every bed cent for you good. In while you enter beauty pageant. I'm loving what you do to me. Stop because you're making me. More of what you get to me. Your body right next to me. Your loving inside of me. Give me everything to me. Give it to me like you did last night. I want your body right now. Give it to me. Give me like you did last night. I'm ready for the right now. Give it to me. Give me like you did last night. Your body right. Give it to me. Give me like you did last night.
Charles Kosher, yes, me bada da. Man, panda, man, Jackie Chan, me bada da. Them boy, them no know say man a veteran. Killer the music is if you ready to go put them around. Charles Kosher, yes, me bada da. Badder than Bruce Lee and Charles Bronson. Me lyrics stronger than Hulk Hogan. Tell you one of them say crocodile, me is a veteran. Ready for done them and them friends. Say that them a big artist and them they sing a Lindgren. My lyrics them can stretch, my lyrics them can bend. Me boxing them up into them. When me take up the pen, I start to write them. Boy them a hit and boy them a hype them. Drink to rum and them get tight. See me from the left up and the right. Them boy them ready to lose them like them. Boy them looking like them right. Tell you one of them crocodile strong and might. I wanna name Charles Kosher, yes, me bada da. Panda man Jackie Chan, me bada da. Them boy them no know say man a veteran. Killer the music business, they ready to go to them around. Charles Kosher, yes, me bada da. Badder than Bruce Lee and Charles Bronson. Me lyrics stronger than Hulk Hogan. Tell you one of them say crocodile.
You know our love was meant to be, meant to be. You're here, the kind of love to last forever. Yes, I want you here with me, from tonight until the end of time. You should know, everywhere I go, you're always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Baby, you're the meaning in my life. need me, baby. No one needs you more than I need.
Get the roots of your body. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Pretty like a Barbie doll. Don't you do it naturally. Land to the valley, I will never dish your body. From the moment we pick her up on my radar, she come to me divine like a glass made of. For the music and the world mood, I want to say that. That's why me have to pass her in the
Yo, big it up 92.1. It's one of the best radio station. Hits FM. You run the tune, no slow down.
laugh off of them again. When you got you for me friend, do you have a bank load of money for spend? How do them?
Them have a money problem. Laugh, we a laugh and a solve them. Sick bad. You know it's murder. My money, ha ha. My money, money, ha ha. Money, ha ha. Make teacher laugh out like a Santa. Me want me money, ha ha. My money, ha ha. My money, ha ha. Make your knee laugh out like a Santa. Me want me money pile up. Me money too Chris enough is style up. So me spend it in a stripper in a shine up. Out a door when me see me money line up. Me have money in a Kyle, money in a bungle. Me have money at Tivoli, me have money at jungle. Money a lot of time in a swear me can't bungle.
Take on the teacher now. Girl, oh you love the touch. See down on a chair where you want so much. Or you want me teach you fi drive the truck. Come round and me
me can't see that dime. Me no up to the time. Me tired of it. Good. Lord, me tired Rasta. Me tired Rasta. Me tired Rasta. The whole boy tired, you know. Boy, me tired Rasta. Me tired Rasta. Me tired Rasta. The whole boy tired, you know. Panda baika, hold on tight, panda baika.
Yo, big it up 92.1. It's one of the best radio station. Hits FM. Run the tune, no slow
When me done like belly be a camp up. Come on, we get your bike license, title and your registration stamp up. Yeah, if you're afraid of police up, maybe do the searching thing, put your hands up. If your paper no straight, follow me, call me gate, and me yard where me keep the handcuff. Yeah, panda bike, hold on tight, panda bike back there. Now you don't know, say I don't like that. Come let me put up on the bike back. Hold on tight, panda bike, yeah. You know I'm Russian and black, I don't like that. Not like your eyes, raise a 180, she want me to this girl, mind your job up and chip up your gear. Then she say she can deal with it. Shut up, baby, shut up, I won't really me say. Over this feeling, but back she ball out when we get it. Panda bike, hold on tight, money bike back there. Now you don't know when I like.
Hey yo, this is Michael Robinson and you're listening to Hits FM 91.1.
And the duck, answer your phone when I call you up. System lock, you know what's up. I wanna take you for a ride, gal. Them shoes in your foot, gal, take it off, you know. Up on your back, that coming off, you know. Hold on tight, now we taking off. Now baby, don't act shy with me. Don't act like you new to this. I know that you used to this. Take your time and go through with this. Show what you can do with this. My girl, just hold on to your belly, you go hold on to your back. Give me some, give me some, give me some of that. Hold on to your belly, you go hold on to your back. Give me some of that, give me some of that. Hold on to your belly, you go hold on to your back. Give me some, give me some, give me some of that. Hold on to your belly, you go hold on to your back.
You want to party, yeah? You never went up till you party, yeah, yeah. And everybody, yeah, girl, roll your body there. And nobody knows why we choose to drink all day. Nobody cares if they have plenty bills to pay. Cause now is not the time for that. It's not the place for that. Oh no no. Now we take a wine for that. Wine for that, yeah. Welcome to the fat life. what you're doing. Careful how you're living, baby. This is not a movie. Live your life.
Tell me what the price is for. What the feeling for. We don't need no more now. So tell them wicked people. Fire go Monday. Fire go Monday. Oh, oh Lord, I said this is the year for love. Fire go Monday. Fire go Monday. Oh, say little boy, you ain't bad at all. No, another one just gone. By a beat your chest and smile. Say you's a madman. Another young boy fall. Your soul can't rest at night. Oh, you's a bad man. Bad man is a man who will keep a woman and protect the young one by any means, Lord. You ain't no bad man, boy, nah. You ain't no bad man. A real bad man just make his own decisions. He don't need anyone. He only needs God. You ain't no bad man, boy, nah. You ain't no bad man. So sit down, rock back. Tell them I don't need no strap to defend my people from wicked and evil. So sit down, rock back. Big man look for a walk. You could have
It's been a long time. Nice time. Everybody partying and carrying on. It's been a long time. We don't have a good time, so we gonna keep it going all night long.
Hey yo, this is Michael Robinson and you're listening to Hits FM 91.1.
It's been a long time. We don't have a nice time. Everybody partying and carrying on. It's been a long time. We don't have a good time, so we gonna keep it going all night long. Tell that girl just wind up a little bit. Send the rum with ice, we go sip on it. Tell the DJ wheel that tune again. Party nice and we feeling good again. Anytime drinks done, full it up again. Pour another one in a make up again. Everybody in a party zone and you don't know we that going home. Cause me feel so good. Just know I'm never leaving. Pretty girls like them in a season. To the brim my cup can't refill. Cause it feels so good, so good, so good. Party can't go no way. Plenty vibes and hard rum holy. Tell the bad mind them just go away. Cause we feel so good, so good, so good. So good, so good. When the girl in my wine up on me, me feel so good, so good. Jamaica, so
Hits FM 92.1. Them friend what we at the bad station. You know how we in the bad West suit to represent.
I am fat, y'all. Wind it up now, wind it up now, twine it up now, twine it up. I am. Kim wall him and chin wall him. Him pa she and she pa him. I brag with the dagger couple up sinting. You say him. Kim wall him and chin wall him. Him pa she and she pa him. I brag with the dagger couple up sinting. Y'all a flip up a twist up on me never sees. Walk up the na belly bucket to the grease. Locks up the na fill up for the marble. She rub on me head that it give me neck a semi marvel. Madam me bad wicked that even Johnny Bravo. The bug up down and I'm the that we nado. That give it the girl very hard.
Bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, turn. Wait, girl, I wanna pull you in a little bit closer. Bend over, bend over, bend over, girl. Bend over, bend over, bend over, turn. Wait, girl, I wanna pull you in a little bit.
10, 5 cent, 10 cent, dagger. 10, 5 cent, 10 cent, dagger. Now wiggle, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, mash it. Get extreme. See what I mean?
Yo, big win up 92.1. It's one of the best radio stations. Hits FM. Yo, run the tune, slow down.
Wait, girl, I wanna pull you in a little bit closer, girl. Bend over, bend over, bend over, girl. Bend over, bend over, bend over, tongue. Wait, girl, I wanna pull you in a little bit.
10, 5 cent, 10 cent, dagger. 10, 5 cent, 10 cent, dagger. Now wiggle, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, wiggle, wobble, wiggle, mash it. Get extreme. See what I mean? Y'all come star up me daggering dream.
Bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, tongue. Wait, girl, I wanna pull you in a little bit closer, girl. Bend over, bend over, bend over, girl. Bend over, bend over, bend over, tongue. Wait, girl, I wanna pull you in a.
Wine pan it, climb pan it, tick tock, take time pan it. Your name engraved and sign pan it. Print it while me sink it like Titanic. Wine pan it, climb pan it, tick tock, take time pan it. Your name engraved and sign pan it. Print it while me sink it. Like a tie up on a ring, the waist it rotate. Show me the style that you create. Print up the miss when your body vibrate. Then one leg and then you set one side. Then you put it in the rocket up in your mind space. See the rolling, no taste. See the dash it up, you sing up your face.
See that, I'm up with your beat. See that, I'm up with your beat. See that, I'm up with your beat. Tonight we are niggas have fun. Alright. See that, I'm up with your beat. See that, I'm up with your beat. See that, I'm up with your beat. Tonight we are niggas have fun.
When you wind the body, me feel the need to love you, yeah.
Whisper in my ears and tell me, say. When you get that seductive look there, I'm falling for it. Love when you look at me like a lollipop and bite up your neck.
Hey yo, this is Michael Robinson and you're listening to Hits FM 91.1.
Baby, come give me your love, make teach you right away. Baby,
when you wind the body, me feel the need to love you, yeah.
Whisper in my ears and tell me, say. Well, alright.
When you wind the body, me feel the need to love you, yeah.
Whisper in my ears and tell me, say. When you tip up on your toe like and you wind up slow like when you give me the yo-yo style, but you roll down the when you roll right. The Magnum tonic and street vibe. Now the cup up we mix up, we flow like that. Come on me out for an all night careless. Fi something else for me don't like. Me know say you know what's on my mind. Come wind up for me, baby. Come give me your love, make teach you right away. Baby,
when you wind the body, me feel the need to love you, yeah.
Whisper in my ears and tell me say.
When you wind the body, Nobody really need to do this. Make the girl them lose themselves. Other way bad man, people when you see girl a wine. And you watch her like the news in a prime time. Girl bust a muggle walk on the fine line. And the girl them some call her, hey, pretty coming up, pretty coming up, pretty coming up. Where you wanna go? Wine, let me see you now, let me see you now, let me see you now. Girl, do it for me. Catch girl, broke girl, club girl, fat girl, dash girl. Girl, you bubbling natural. So, girl, over can wine, good be in the curtain, the wine in the certain. Catch that the hurting, so twerk if you're twerking. Some girl on the working, them pop like a bird. Wine, 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 wine. Pretty girl, catch to me, take time. After that, somebody pretty wanna wine. Wine, 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 wine. Pretty girl, catch to me, catch to me, catch to me, catch. Yo, pick so, tack so, set so, push it back so. Oh, your wine so good, me act so. Give me the East West match so. Me a fan out, hey, girl, oh, you, do it so good.
Yo, big it up 92.1. Slow down. The best radio station. It's FM. Yo, run the tune, no slow down.
Only can wine good behind the curtain. The wine in the certain. Catch that the hurting, so twerk if you're twerking. Some girl on the working, them pop like a bird. Wine, 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 wine. Pretty girl, catch. Pretty girl, blush. Everybody pretty wanna wine. Wine, 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 wine. Pretty girl, catch. Give me, catch. Give me, catch. Give me.
Wind up, girl, and make me rock your world. Come for the agony. Country boy, I go rock your world. Tell me full of stamina. Me give you enough love till you start hammer. Any girl get me love it will register. If you think say I like, go ask her sister. She stick her for me just like a poster. Me drive her like silver bullet coaster. She screaming name louder than a seeker. She forget her slippers and wear me sneakers because of the agony. Wind up, girl, and make me rock your world. Come for the agony. Country boy, I go rock your world. She get comfortable and take off her tear. Me give her this space, she no stop from swear. She make me stop, but I don't hear. Me not be on no mind, I don't care. She say, whoa, why you have so much agony? And me say, yeah, me have the agony. And me have the agony. Wind up, girl, and let me rock your world. Now, sing the agony. Bumper ready for the RR bike back. See the trunk of it, you can't ride that. You like that, the bike back. You know your shot up, shot for the bike back. Tell a friend over me, you not fight back. Something you know is for the bike back. You like that, the bike back. Tell you sexy, so kill. Shape like you have chicken pill. Drink a apple vodka from me bill. You bump up right, girl. See the bike back, you come chill. A bike show time, show me your skill. From Albertown to Carnival. You bump up right, girl. Time for me, girl. Time for me, girl. Wind up your body in and the bike show like you are entertain party criminal. Shake for me, girl. Vibrate for me, girl. When the country boy call if you go on the road, make sure don't late for me, girl. Back up your big bump up on the bike back. Bumper ready for the RR bike back. See the trunk of it, you can't ride that. You like that, the bike back. You know you shot up shots on the bike back. Tell a fight over man, you not fight back. So unroll the waist on the bike back. You like that, the bike back.
don't know. Cause tonight, I don't care what I will buy. Cause I know we getting high. Put your hands up in the sky. In the sky. Hey, yeah, you got me dancing a lingo. The way that you move in your window. Dancing a lingo. Dancing a lingo. Yeah, you got me dancing a lingo. The way that you move in your window. Dancing a lingo. Dancing a lingo. A lingo. A lingo. The way that you move in your window. Move in your window. Move in your window. A lingo. A lingo. The way that you move in your window. Move in your window. When we touching on the place, we now wash the face. Everything it a be sell out. We have liquor by the case. Tell them we rolling bumper, man them whining panda. Everything turn up, whole place I go burn up. Shell it down, shell, shell it down, shell. So the girl them do it real easy, simple, believe me. Shell it down, shell, shell it down, shell. So the girl them do it real easy. Waistline spin like CD, every fret it mash up. Bumpers over then dash up. Truth boy go and just take a wine and everything getting lash up. Rocks them up in the air, liquor in my system. So me a kill them, so me a lick them. You want to know how we do it? Let me tell you how we do it. You want to know how we do it? Now everybody start with and dip. Take your time when you work in the pole. Pull up on the pole and dip. Get down on the pole. Pull up on the pole and dip. Take your time when you work in the pole. Pull up on the pole and dip. Dip, 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 dip. Swag your arms and dip. Dip, 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 dip. Go on, dip, 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 dip. Pull them faster and dip.
Well, I don't care what people wanna say. Them will talk you any time of day. Hey, you do good, them talking you. You do bad, them talking you. Them never have nothing good to say. Them ask the most questions. Where you from? Where you going? Who are your mother? When last you been home? Mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey.
Wait. Who you fucking? You're the boy from Bird, right?
Yeah, right. When you see me liming, don't
girl, show off, show off, show off, show off in the party, show off in the fete. Not now you whining, girl. Look how you soaking wet. Show me what you got. Just give me a taste. Right now I want you to down low to the with my girl and show them who run the place. Girl, stand show up. With your little browning when you're modeling, girl, show up. Perfect design, bust up a wine, girl, show up. Get your body fit, like a body kid, girl, show up. Show up. All eyes on you, all eyes on you, all eyes on me, all eyes on me. Can I get the grace on your bum? Tell them this, can't hold me, can't hold me, can't hold me. It's fire. I was born.
Hey yo, this is Michael Robinson and you're listening to Hits FM 91.1.
Never give up. I was born a conqueror. Race, no surrender. The race is not for the swift, but those who can endure. I's a born champion. I tell you nothing can hold me. I's a born champion. Oh na 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 yeah. I's a born champion. I tell you nothing can hold me down. I's a born champion. Oh na 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 yeah. As I open up my eyes to the rising sun, I gotta give thanks, gotta move fast, gotta get my breath. There's this feeling deep inside me. Me not giving up, got the breath of life behind me. I's a born champion. Me ain't nothing can hold me. I's a born champion. Oh na 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 yeah. I's a born champion. I tell you nothing can hold me down. I's a born champion.
Nobody don't know how hard that I'm working, how the money making, or how I surviving. When I look around me, it's all kind of misery, and they want to tell me how to spend my money. They say, whoa, you're spending too much money on all the drinking and on all the liming. I say, what you know about me? Do you know my history? Do you know the struggles that I face? I say, I am, and you're feeling nothing at them. Carnival is the only therapy that take away all the pain. I am, and you're feeling nothing at them. Carnival is the only therapy that take away all the pain. All I feel is the sun on me back and the bass from the truck pumping hard. All I feel is the good vibes around me and people masquerading free. They don't know my hustle, don't know how I strive. Don't want to criticize when I take a while. I don't really care. They don't say I'm fair. My girl come and tell me how to be honest. They say, oh, he's spending too much money on all the drinks and on all the ladies. They don't know about me. They don't know my history. They don't know the struggles that I face. I say I know, and you're feeling nothing at all.
Tell you what to live. Every rumor them about you they believe, giving advice that they never take. Playing like them is your friend, but they more fake. But they don't know how I get through daily. They playing saints, but their life more shady. They minding me, but their closet dirty from you not paying my bills. Let me tell you how I feel. I'm doing things my way. Chipping on the highway. I say I'm my own boss, and I can never ever kill my vibe. I say I'm my own boss, and I can never ever break my stride. I'm doing things my way. Chipping on the highway. I say I'm my own boss, and I can never ever kill my vibe. I say I'm my own boss, and I can never ever break my stride.
Maximum Music Authority hits.
It could be hot sun, no storm. It's fetting up, falling down, down, I'm falling down. Say look, I'm falling. Girl and them like they